faith, belief in action. Wish TV is sharing the stories of people who are guided by their faith from all religions, denominations, and walks of life, and in all the ways faith manifests itself. From the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is Finding Faith.
Heart of the Nation, a Catholic media ministry of Santa Fe Communications, began televising Catholic Mass with a single broadcast on Palm Sunday in 1984. Since that first Sunday TV Mass aired in Los Angeles, Heart of the Nation has become the most widely distributed televised Mass in the country and now reaches tens of millions of homes coast to coast on broadcast cable and satellite channels, including here in Indianapolis on our station 8.2. I want to welcome Deanna Page Triz to talk more about this. Deanna, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it.
Hi, thank you so much for having us.
When you talk tens of millions of people, there is a big responsibility in that. Do you guys feel that the massiveness of that?
We absolutely do. We take that very seriously. All of our volunteers, too, take that very seriously. We're very blessed to work with a great team, great crew. We pray for each and every one of our viewers.
Why do this? Why put this out to this many people from where you guys are currently in Wisconsin?
Well, we started out filming at the St. Francis de Sales Seminary, which is where the priests get their formation. And then with the pandemic, we had to move locations. But we feel a great responsibility to our viewers. We have so many people that write in and tell us how meaningful this is to them, whether they are sick or in the hospital, also young families, and maybe those that just can't get out to church. We also receive calls and emails from many people who they'll watch our Mass and go to church just because our messages are so clear and concise. We have a great quality of musicians and presiders. So it really reaches the masses, touches hearts.
What I love about that is what you were just mentioning. There are people who literally cannot leave their home. Maybe they're in a situation where they don't have a home church or a place that's close to them that fits their needs. You guys are meeting people where they are, correct?
Exactly. Of course, it's not a replacement for church if you are able to get to church, but certainly we fill that gap for those that aren't able to get to Mass.
When you think back, I'm sure there are plenty of people still within your congregation that were there in 1984 on that Palm Sunday when you guys broadcast for the first time. Imagining now, 30 plus years later, almost 40 years later, actually, that it would be to this scale. Did you guys ever imagine that? Is that something that you ever thought was going to happen?
It's beyond my imagination. And sometimes it's hard to really comprehend because as we're sitting in that church, as you can see behind me where we film, it feels very intimate. And we strive to make that connection, that intimate connection by the use of our 5 HD cameras and our a full lighting set, the stained glass windows, and we just make it feel like a very intimate setting. But it has gone through the generations. We have people who have emailed us and said, I used to watch this with my parents, and then one parent died and the next parent died, and now I feel all alone watching it myself, but because of my online parish family, I feel connected. And they really do look to our congregation as their parish family. And when one of our congregants is missing, sometimes they take a vacation or they're sick, we'll have people writing in and say, are they okay? Are they sick? What happened?
That's amazing. It just goes to show that connection can happen no matter the distance or the situation. How do you guys balance that, though? How do you balance, this is still a church service, this is still our Mass, we're just allowing other people into the room at the same time without it becoming a big production and making it something that it's not at the heart of what it is?
Right. And we just take it very seriously. This is a Mass. When we're recording, we're at church. We start our day with prayer, and we continue that throughout the day and just make it as intimate and heartfelt and reverent as it is.
We are so thankful that you guys do this each and every week and have been doing it for so long. I know so many people rely on that. And so thank you again for joining us here on this Finding Faith segment and for doing the work that you guys do. We certainly appreciate it, Deanna.
Thank you. It's an absolute honor. We appreciate it.
If you guys would like to catch Heart of the Nation Mass, we will have all the information on when and where you can watch that on our website, lifestylelive.tv. Deanna, again, thank you. We appreciate it.
From Wish TV, this is Finding Faith. Be sure to like and subscribe to this podcast, and be sure to check out other great podcasts on the All Indiana Podcast Network. Online now at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.